Hello everyone, this is Anamika Mishra and today I am going to present on my topic NEP 2020 and secondary education. So what is the vision of NEP 2020? Firstly, we need to understand this. So the vision of this policy envisions that an educational system rooted in Indian ethos that contributes directly to transforming India, that is Bharat, sustainably into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society by providing high quality education to all and thereby making India a global knowledge superpower. The policy envisages that the curriculum and pedagogy of our institutions must develop among the students a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental duties and constitutional values, bonding with one's country, and a conscious awareness of one's roles and responsibilities in a changing world. The vision of the policy is to instill among the learners a deep rooted pride in being Indian, not only in thoughts but also in spirit, intellect, and deeds, as well as to develop knowledge, skills, values, and dispositions that support responsible commitment to human rights, sustainable development, and living and global well being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. So, these are the visions of NEP 2020. What are the objectives of the new policy? The new education policy aims to reorient the education system towards meeting the needs of the 21st century by achieving the twin objectives of inclusion and excellence. The aim must be for India to have an education system by 2040 that is second to the none, with equitable access to the highest quality education for all learners, regardless of social or economic background. Learning towards development of critical thinking and problem solving. To make education more experiential, holistic, flexible, inquiry driven, and enjoyable. It also needs to help re-establish teachers at all levels as the most respected and essential member of our society. And this is the need of the time as the teaching profession has degraded and it needs to be in a very respectable framework or in a very respectable place. Now we need to discuss what are the features of good educational institution according to NEP 2020. So a good education institution is one in which every student feels welcomed and cared for, where a safe and stimulating learning environment exists, where a wide range of learning experiences are offered, and where good physical infrastructure and appropriate resources conducive to learning are available to all the students. Attaining these qualities must be the goal of every educational institutions. However, at the same time, there must also be seamless integration and coordination across institutions and across all stages of education. Now let us discuss how the restructuring of the school curriculum has been done. The school curriculum has been divided into new design of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Here 5 years is divided into two parts, that is 3 years of preschooling plus grade 1 and 2, which is known as the foundational stage, which is very important as we all know that these are the years in which the child learns at the highest pace. So in these years also they need to be get the attention and they need to be in the formal setup so they could learn to the large extent. Then the preparatory stage, that is 3 to 5, that is of 3 years. Then the middle stage is of 3 years, that is from grade 6 to 8. And high school from grade 9 to 12 in two phases, that is 9 and 10 in the first and 11 and 12 in the second stage, with an option of exiting at class 10 and re-entering in the next phase. So it is very helpful for the students who for some reasons exit the schooling after 10th then they are getting opportunity to re-enter in the next phase. Secondary stage that covers 9 to 12, covering the age of 14 to 19 years. It is again subdivided into two parts, that is class 9 and 10 covering the first phase, while the 11th and 12th covering the second phase. These 4 years of study are intended to inculcate multidisciplinary study coupled with depth and critical thinking. Multiple options of subject will be provided. This is very new thing where the students are offered with various subjects from which they can choose according to their interest and their ability. In addition to high quality offering in Indian languages and English, foreign languages such as Korean, Japanese, Thai, French, German, Spanish, Portuguese and Russian will also be offered at the secondary level for the student to learn about the cultures of the world and to enrich their global knowledge and mobility according to their own interest and aspirations. Yes, it will also help to a large extent, as now we are living in a global setup. We say that we are global citizens, so we need to understand the culture, the language, the literature of other countries too. The most important thing is the performance assessment, how it will be done at secondary level. So the board exams will be continued to be held for the class 10 and 12 but will be redesigned. Standard for this will be established by an assessment body known as PARAKH, PARAKH, that is Performance Assessment Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development. To make them easier, these exams would be conducted twice a year with students being offered up to 2 attempts. The exam itself would have 2 parts, namely the objective and the descriptive. So this will also be reflect some sort of flexibility in giving the exams. This policy aims at reducing the curriculum load of students and allowing them to be more interdisciplinary and multilingual. One example given was, if a student wants to pursue fashion studies with physics, or if one wants to learn bakery with chemistry, they will be allowed to do so. Report cards will be holistic, offering informations about the student's skill. So yes, it's a very interesting thing, and no one will divide off their interest of pursuing things which they love to do, which are their hobbies. Now let us discuss about what is the vocational education at secondary level according to this policy. The policy also talks about introducing vocational courses in secondary school in a phased manner over the next decade. NEP also talks about setting up skill labs in collaboration with polytechnics and local industries. There is also a provision to set up vocational courses through online mode, which will surely help the students who are living in the remote setup or who are not having that physical setup of technical schools to be learned from where they can learn. So NEP states that a concerted national effort will be made to ensure universal access and affordable opportunity to all children of the country to obtain quality holistic education, including vocational education from preschool to class 12. To conclude, we would say that NEP 2020 is a shift towards competency-based learning and education. Curriculum content will be reduced in each subject to its core essentials to make space for critical thinking and more holistic discovery-based, discussion-based and analysis-based learning, which is the need of the time. Our students need to be capable of solving the problems of their life, of their professional life too. So they need to learn all these skills. Students will be given increased flexibility and choice of subjects to study, particularly in secondary school, including subjects in physical education, the art and the vocational crafts. This will ensure enjoyable learning to all. At also secondary level, the students will enjoy the subjects of their own interest, the subjects which come under their hobbies, and it will also help them to have multidisciplinary approach of learning things together. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. This is all about secondary education and NEP 2020.